Everyone knows the story of Tutankhamun, and they might have seen The Mummy, the film from 1932 by Karl Freund. But what I was really interested in was finding out where that extraordinary cultural story came from, because clearly it just didn't arrive out of thin air. People somehow were prepared for this story in which Tutankhamun seemed to curse over 20 people in the 1920s as soon as the tomb was opened. And what I discovered was that there are two stories from the late Victorian period which tell us extraordinary amounts of information about the notion of the mummy's curse. There are two adventurers who go to Egypt. One is called Thomas Douglas Murray. He discovers an amazing mummy case, buys it from these mysterious Arab traders and promptly shoots his own arm off. And that begins a whole cascade of stories about the mummy curse that run all the way through late Victorian period into the Edwardian period. And he dies in 1911, and yet that story is something that is returned to again and again when the curse of Tutankhamun is talked about. So that's one really crucial story that I have followed for years, trying to uncover all kinds of evidence about a man who just no one has known about very much about. The second story was about Walter Ingram, an adventurer and a soldier who fought in the Zulu Wars in the 1870s and then went to Egypt in the 1880s and was involved in the very famous attempt to rescue General Gordon from the dastardly Arabs in Khartoum in 1885. And he was someone who bought a mummy case in Luxor, sent it home, and it became a famous curse story when he was killed by an elephant just 2 years later on a hunting trip. And from that point on again, and this was an enormously influential story that many famous people knew and talked about. Rudyard Kipling, Rider Haggard, Conan Doyle, loads of people were involved in those stories.